Hey guys, first of all, I do apologize if you hear any sounds. Those are going to be like notifications from emails, Facebook, text messages, you name it, Instagram, so on. And I do apologize if you hear a sound, like a very deep sound. That's going to be from my bank telling me that, hey, something, came up, something didn't go through, and so on, because I'm kind of low right now financially. But anyway, with that said, I wanted to come on here and first of all, let you know that as of this past few days, my Dcwa 2K24/25 season is up and running for my CAW league, my Creative Wrestling League. You may have noticed that with the season premiere for the 2K24/25 season of Women of Honor, as well as you just saw that today with the live stream return, 5-year return of Dcwa Thunder. That's right, it's been 5 years. I thought I did an episode a lot sooner than that. I guess I didn't. So yeah, it's been 5 years since that show came around. And just to give you guys a bit of a background on them, Dcwa Women of Honor is a CAW show for my league that focuses on the CAW women on the roster. Dcwa Raw is focusing on the men on the roster, and Dcwa Thunder is like an amalgamation, basically combines both rosters under one roof. Now, with that said, you may have also noticed doing some sneak peeks that I do have the WrestleMania arena up and going. I still got to make a few edits there. It's the ring aprons, the one that's facing the ramp, and the one that's facing the commentary table. I got to basically put the logos on there. I thought I had done that, but they're making it a lot trickier, it seems like, when you create an arena. Just when you think you got everything set up and ready to go, all of a sudden it's like everything gets reset. Yeah, you heard me right. It's like everything gets reset. It's like you could choose, always going on, like movie, like, they give you the choice of movie, on, off, custom movie on and all that, right? Well, I go with the always custom on thing. Make sure I'm always seeing the logo in the arena that I chose. Basically, being visually seen by me after it's in there. As well as with me doing a match, and everything. And apparently, when I would create my arena, I think I have everything set, and then when I go back and look at it, I'm like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. What's going on? Why does it feel like it went back and defaulted? So what I got to do is I got to go back and I got to do it again. Or basically, I got to make sure I choose that right off the bat or something like that. It's just confusing is what it was. But anyway, I just got to fix those aprons in the WrestleMania arena, and we'll be set to go. But you may have noticed that with the arenas for my CAW shows, two of them have kind of stayed the same. The Raw arena for the DCWA Raw show has pretty much stayed the same, set in a modern arena, basically set in the Thunderdome arena this time. Set in the Thunderdome arena. And the Women of Honor, they're set basically back in the Hammerstein Ballroom inspired arena as well. So they got the distinct locations. And which is good. And then Thunder, I've decided, what? I put, throughout the years, I would put Thunder like in a classic indoor arena or a gymnasium. Not gymnasium, but I put them in a gymnasium this year. But like I said, in the past, I used to put Thunder like, in a classic indoor arena or, a warehouse. This time I decided, as I just mentioned, to put it in a gymnasium, a high school gymnasium, kind of give it a different aesthetic, and it actually looks pretty good in my opinion. But yeah, that's what's going on with the arena. Arenas. The men's, I've decided to put it in the Thunderdome arena with crowds, and the women back in the Hammerstein Ballroom inspired arena, and Thunder in the high school gymnasium arena. Now, with that said and everything, you're probably wondering, okay, who are the champions and all that? And I'm sure you pretty much have a clue who they are, but we're going to go over them right here so you guys can have a better idea. And I do apologize if you hear any little bumps sounds and all that, like do, and everything. Those are going to be, me just pressing the apps on the phone and everything to kind of, tell you about who the champions are. So with that said, let's take a look at our champions here. For the men's, to start off, the men's deathmatch champion is Sonic the Hedgehog. The men's Intercontinental Champion is Extreme Tony of XGWL and CCL and DCA and VWU fame. Extreme Tony. He is the men's Intercontinental Champion. My OC, based on myself, my CAW OC based on myself. Usually, like anybody that, creates an OC CAW based on themselves, they try to get them to be the top person, the top champ. Well, that didn't happen this year, and I'm cool with that. But instead, my OC is going to start off as the United States champion. Not saying my OC won't get to the top again, because that time will come, just don't know when. It's just a matter of, how I do it. And then the men's United States champions are going to, starting off this year are VPOC and Zach Starr of CCL, DCA, and VW fame and XGWL fame and all that. They're starting off as the men's United States Tag Team Champions. Then Lady Drasami, an OC character, an anthropomorphic female cat character created by Drasami, who's a very good artist. She did a commission for me, a comic book commission with her. Well, she did she did a couple of pictures for me, I think. One for my birthday, two for my birthday, I should say, a comic and a singular picture as well. And I think she did something else as well, but I have to look again. But anyway, anyway, I'm trying to find the right word to say. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here, guys. I do apologize. But anyway, her character, her OC anthropomorphic female cat character, I've, basically, created again for this year and is starting off this year as the women's deathmatch champion. Then Morphica, who is created by another great artist called Ant Zorson, who's worked with the likes of Mr. Internet Man and so on, as well as created a commission for me, based with a character as the featured character in the comic commission that I asked for them. I paid to them to do. And their character, the OC character Morphica, is starting off the year as the Women's Intercontinental Champion. So there you go. And then, starting the year off as the Women's Television Champion, we have Luna of Hell of a Boss. We have the Women's United States Tag Team Champions starting out this year. They are Keyframe and Lightning Bliss. Basically of My Little Pony, Brony, and Pegasus of fame, the ones that do like reviews and collabs and stuff like that. Then starting out the year as the Women's United States Champion, we have Princess Sally. Yes, usually like my character, I try to have her or Judy Hopps as the top champion right off the bat. Well, things have kind of changed, and this year Sally is going to start off as the Women's United States Champion. But one of her BFFs, in Satyam and Archie Sonic, they'll be starting off the year as the Women's World Champion, and that is Bunny Rabbit. Then, Irate Gamer, Chris Bohr, somebody created his character that I downloaded through downloadable creations. His character, Irate Gamer, Chris Bohr's character, is going to start off the year for the 2K24/25 season for my CAW League as the World Heavyweight Champion. Then, starting off the year as the World Tag Team Champion for the men is Spider-Man and Iron Man. Then I brought back a character I haven't used for a couple of years or several years, and that is Giant Sumo with a new look and everything. And that's starting off the year as the men's World Television Champion. Then Optimus Prime of Transformers and Leonardo of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're starting off the year as the World Television Tag Team Champion for the men, men's CAW. And then to finish it off, we have Sally, again, Princess Sally, along with Nicole of Archie Sonic, Sonic Satyam, and by extension, Bunny Rabbit. They're starting off the year as the Women's World Television Tag Team Champions. So, those are the champions for this year, or at least starting off the 2K24/25 season. Started off this year, and again, throughout all seasons and everything with any CAW league, just because you have certain people start off as champions, for that year, for that season, it doesn't mean they're going to remain that way. Now, with that said, I'm sure a lot of you were kind of surprised that I was able to get a live stream in today when I did. And that right there is going to be a little bit of advice I want to give you guys. And that advice is if you do a CAW league and you want to do it live, you want to try to go down the live stream rabbit hole, if you will. You want to go down that rabbit hole. Long story short, always wait till you have an opportunity to yourself. Excuse me. Always wait till you have an opportunity to yourself to make it happen. And what I mean by that is real simple. If you can basically, put time aside for yourself, if you can figure out a time and a place to put aside for yourself, that will be the opportunity you need to create a live stream to showcase your CAW, Creative Wrestling League, or Creative Fighting League, or Creative Sports League, if you will, to the world without interruption. That'll be the best opportunity. Now, if you can't do that, then the best opportunity outside of it, of course, is to record the footage. You record it, and then what you do is you use the editing tool in your game system. If you're recording your game footage on the PS5, use the editing footage there to basically take out the pause menu when you pause it, so that way you can have a smooth transition and everything. Now, they do on the PlayStation 5 do give you the option. That they do give you the option to upload, the video to the app. So that way, I guess you can download it, or you can save it to an external device, like a flash drive or something. But for me, what I do is I go to YouTube, but I upload the video in several parts, but as unlisted. And what that means is when I upload it as unlisted, I can go to my main channel, I can download the videos, and then I can use my video program, my movie making program, to seamlessly put them together as one show. And although it does take a bit for it to finalize, and it's kind of a risk sometimes when I do it, or if anybody does it, in the end, it is worth the wait. It is worth seeing the final result. I'll give you that. But yeah, my best advice to you guys is if you want to try to do a live stream focusing on your Creative Wrestling League, Creative Fighting League, Creative Sports League, put time aside for yourself when you definitely know, hey, this is the opportunity I need, to do this live, as it's happening, without any interruption. Do that. Do that, and that probably will help you out in the long run. But like I said, also, if you can't do that, then go down, in my opinion, the rabbit hole of recording, but use the editing software that's on the game console, like if you're using a PS5. I don't know if the Xbox has it. I'm sure they do. Let me know if they do. Or if you're playing on Steam, if you're playing the game on Steam, then you're basically definitely going to have to figure out whether or not they do have a video. Here's the thing. I don't use Steam or anything because, I don't want to risk it putting too much pressure on my laptop. But, if they have a recording, a recording and editing software on there, let me know, because obviously that'd be the best way you can edit together anything before you upload it to YouTube, or you basically separate it into several different files before you piece it together as one thing. But yeah, overall, if you're mostly playing on consoles like the Xbox, the Xbox Series X or the PS5, and they both have editing software, or at least editing options to kind of trim down your video or trim parts of your video to a certain extent that you want, then in my opinion, do that if you can't do a live stream. So that way you can have a decent show or a game or event or whatever to showcase to everybody without any interruptions, and it'll feel like, hey, you didn't have any interruptions. But if you want to go down the live stream rabbit hole to where you want to showcase everything happening as it does, then in my opinion, go ahead and basically Set aside a time for yourself to where you know you're not going to get interrupted, and you can do the live stream, somewhat in peace, or somewhat in a very focused, quiet environment. It's kind of like when you take an assessment or a quiz or whatever, when you apply for a job, and they kind of give you these assessments and quizzes to do before they allow you to submit your application fully. They always tell you, hey, make sure you're in a quiet environment and everything, and go from there. It's kind of think of it like that, so that way you have the opportunity to basically say, hey, I'm getting it done, no interruptions, I'm cool, this is good. So, yeah, basically, in my opinion, go down that route if you want to. Set aside a time where you can do that. If you want to go the live stream route, you should be okay. But if not, then like I said, if you were going to have to record it, then basically use the software that they have on the PS5 or the Xbox Series X that allows you to edit and trim it down your videos, to trim off the pause menu and everything, that comes up on your screen. So that way, when you take that out, you can make it look smooth, as smooth as butter, to the point that it feels like, hey, there was no issue or whatsoever. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here, guys, let you know that the season for my CAW League, Creative Wrestling League, is up and running now. Just let you know who the champions are and everything. And oh yeah, speaking of champions, I do want to indicate that, as you probably have noticed, we do have Women's World Tag Team Champions. They are Android 18 from the Dragon Ball franchise, and the Yamachia, the femme fatale protagonist that can turn into a cat and has the power of fire. She and Android 18 are the Women's World Tag Team Champions in the CAW League as well to start off the year. But anyway, though, guys, like I said, I just wanted to come on here, let you know what's happening, let you know who the champions are and everything, let you know why certain venue changes were made in my league and all that, and also give you a bit of advice on how to basically present your show via live stream or via recording if you have to. But anyway, though, guys, just wanted to talk about that, and I do apologize if it sounded like I was all over the place and everything. I'm trying to get this done before a certain time, if you know what I mean. For those of you that have been watching me for the past, going on 18 years, or 17 years, actually. 17 years this June, going on 17 years, God willing. Just I'll let you guys know what's happening and everything. And until next time, let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. Like the video, share it with people, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you can find my content elsewhere here on the internet. You can find me at all your favorite audio and video podcast affiliates like iTunes, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Audible from Amazon, Radio Public, Overcast. Wherever there is a podcast available, you'll be finding mine there as well. You can also find me at rumble.com, where I've uploaded 2 new videos that I will not upload here to YouTube due to copyright reasons and other reasons that the algorithm of YouTube make it confused of. Also, guys, you can find me at odyssey.com at BWRoses-5, if you will, odyssey.com at BWRoses-5. You can also find me at VENMO at BWRoses. You can find me at patreon.com at BWRoses, where I've uploaded a new video where I talk about adult film star Kieran Reed and what she has contributed to the adult film industry, and potentially what she could do today if she's still going. Also, guys, you can find me over at deviantart.com at BVW1979, where I've also uploaded one of the videos I uploaded to Rumble there as well. You can also find me at inkbuddy.net at BWRoses. You can also find me, at twitch.tv and at kick.com as well. You can find me also at my Teespring store for merchandise you can't get anywhere else. You can also follow me at Twitter, aka X, at BWRoses. You can find me at Blue Sky at BWRoses, and you can follow me on TikTok at BWRoses, and also you can help support me at Venmo and Cash App if you want. But guys, I just wanted to let you know what's going on, and just give you my thoughts on what's occurring and everything with my CAW League. And until next time, guys, as I try to get this up and running and try to get my menu thing up and going here. And I do apologize if you hear anything right there. I'm just putting in my code. But guys, my code to unlock my phone, that is. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are overall. And until next time, I am out.